You're good.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to our very first video episode of This Uncanny Earth. As always, I am your host, the illustrious one, the one you have never seen, but now you have seen me, Robert Solomon. With me to my this way, well, I don't know how that'll work, but is the one, the only, the Grumposaurus Rex himself. Ladies and gentlemen, in the flesh, in his face, is Spider. What's up, Spider? What's up, man? We finally get to see your face.
That's right. How's it going, folks? Yeah,
Last
we got this all set up today. It's still kind of like new in the works and everything, but yeah. So we're gonna see how everything turns out. Hope you guys don't have any problems. If you do have problems, let us know immediately.
So, we didn't really have a lot of topics tonight because this was like a pre-run show. So we're just kind of like doing the do, if you will. But we have been doing this show for 200 episodes, 201 episodes. If you joined us last week, we had Craig R. Houston on the show. He was a fantastic guest. Spider, you missed out on seeing him. He's good.
I'm sorry I missed it.
Yeah, well, we're gonna have him on again at some
it.
point. We're gonna have him on at some point again. But he talked about Sumeria. He talked about the left-hand path. It was very informative. It was probably one of the most informative shows I have been a part of and was able to host. It's too bad you weren't there though, because I feel like you would have really liked this dude. He was really cool, really good dude.
I don't know. I think we probably wouldn't have got along very well.
It's possible. It's possible. So.
In the chat room, I can see there's some comments. There's a special thing you got to do with Facebook and StreamYard, which is what I'm using. That you have to tell StreamYard who you are so that they can let your name be shown. So it just comes off as Facebook user, and Facebook user says, "I like this format." Whoever you are, say, "I am such and such," so we know who you are from here on out.
I don't know who this is because this is somebody that's in a whole different thing because they're not in. Oh yeah, they're on the FBZ. Okay, because I went to the Spreaker chat and nobody was there. Because I can't see any.
Combines everything else.
Oh, okay. I see it. I see the comments now. I had to click comments, not private chat. Does anybody want to reach out?
Reach out, touch space.
Down. Dirk. I don't know who this is.
Oh, it's Hike Mornacki.
Oh God. See, we could have been okay without seeing. No, Hike, get at me later. I need a favor from you, like ASAP. So just get at me either today or tomorrow. Like, I need something from you. What's up though? Hike hasn't been around in a long time. Like, he has not been in one of the shows in like a decade.
That's true.
It's been a long time.
That is very true.
It's factuals. Cool. Thank you, Hike Mornacki. I appreciate it, buddy. Appreciate you. What's going on though, everybody? How is everybody in? This is the first time seeing us, except like on Twitch. You always work, bro. Mm-hmm. That's all you do is work. Like, you don't do nothing else. So the person who put "I like this format" was Miss Leah. Hello, Leah. How are you doing today? Hope you are enjoying the show. Hike says, "No, unfortunately, I've been working a lot more." We understand that, man. Like, we miss your face, bro. We need to hang out and get together. I don't we need to get together and hang out.
And that thing we talked about, way back about those resource sharing things we talked about, we're getting on that like now.
Yeah. So, bro, we're trying to get that popping, bro. Big things popping, ain't little things stopping, man. So, get with us. We got big things coming up, bro. We got big things coming up on October the 8th and October the 15th. So if you want to get your products out there, we want to get our name out there. So we can definitely work something out, though. So, oh, man. So what's up, everybody? What's up? What would you like to hear us talk about? We will talk about something. What do you guys want us to talk about? Drop a comment. Mm-hmm. I have to check the FB as much as I have to check the I got to check the FB and I got to check because I can't. It just says Facebook users for everybody.
Yeah. Yeah. There's a way that you can display your name, but you actually have to, as the listeners, have to go to StreamYard. And I think that's a bit cumbersome for you guys. I'm going to see what we can do to work around that in the future so that you don't have to sign up for anything special.
What if they comment off of YouTube itself?
It should show who they are. Like, it showed, and even on, like, when we send things to Twitch, it showed that it was Deadpool here in the chat room when I did a Twitch stream the other night through this. So Facebook is the only one that it's a privacy thing with Facebook. You have to give StreamYard permission to access your privacy.
Okay. That sounds delicious.
I don't know.
So what's up? What do you guys want us to talk about? Throw us some topics, and we will discuss. I have books to the left of me that I can showcase and all
Books
that.
to the left of me, posters to the right. Here I am on the couch somewhere with nobody. Yeah, we're a bit scattered because we just got this set up a little bit ago. We were talking about it earlier in the day, and future episodes are going to be a lot more streamlined, and we'll have everything in order. So
look at my paintings. Look at my paintings. Look at my paintings. I have paintings. I'm very well educated because I have paintings. I'm cultured. That's how the kids say it, right? Cultured.
What if it was a painting of like a hot dog?
This was a good idea for a while, but now it's run its course.
So, yeah. I mean, is that classy? What if it's a classy hot dog? Like, what if it's got like caramelized onions?
What if it's all beef
and some really refined relish?
Yeah, but if it's made out of like
super
chicken,
high like Angus,
it's not going to be good.
No, what if it's like Angus? No, what if it's Wagyu?
Bro, if anybody turns Wagyu beef into a hot dog, they should be shot out of a cannon into the sun. That's high class beef, son. That's high class beef. Yeah, that'd
be a high class hot dog. That's what it'd be.
So, how about if I just show some books? Who wants to see some books?
Books.
Check them out.
This show's already over.
Here is Hidden Symbolism of Alchemy and the Occult Arts by Herbert Silberberg.
Silberberg?
So I got these books from the Snowball Bookshop in Barberton, Ohio. So please, by all means, go find her online. Linda is a very awesome person. Shouts out to Linda. I don't know if she watches this, but shouts out to her. I guess. I don't know. What do you got?
I don't know. I have no idea.
What are you doing over there in Spreaker Town?
I'm gonna see if I can adjust a couple things. Don't you worry about it.
Wow, you see the sass?
Don't you worry about it.
First of all, mine, this is my show, I worry. All right, next up, we have a Graham Hancock book who's well known in the circles of things. The Sign and the Seal, discover the most shattering historical secret of the last 3,000 years. The quest for the Ark of the Covenant. Ooh, I don't know, I'm goofing hardcore style. So far, that one's pretty good. That's the first one I started on was that one because the Ark of the Covenant fascinates me to no end. Some say it's in Aksum. Other people say that God took it. Other people say that it's in parts of the United States, which I don't think it's in parts of the United States unless Hobby Lobby bought it, which is very, very possible because Hobby Lobby.
I'll check the one that just opened up here in Canton. I'll take a look and see if I can get some.
Where do you got one in Canton?
I don't remember where, but they just opened it up like super recently. It's new. And I haven't been there yet, but I'll go looking for Sumerian artifacts like the next time I can.
They don't have one up here in the Fairlawn one, so that kind of sucks. I looked too. I was like, "Hey, where can I find some statues of Pazazu and the like?" As if they had any original tablets of the Epic of Gilgamesh. They looked at me shocked, but I said, "I know."
They're not supposed to talk about it. Non-disclosure agreements.
But as soon as I said something, they got all hush hush and were like, "Sir, we have to close." I'm like, "It's 2:00 in the afternoon." Like, sorry, we have to close. I said, "Okay, that's fine."
Large white unmarked trucks are leaving out the back of the store.
Go, 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 go!
He knows about the artifacts. Get out.
Next up, we have Secrets of Anti-Gravity Propulsion. Test the UFOs and classified aerospace technology. They should have put these books on Reading Rainbow. Because I would have been super hyped if LeVar Burton told me to read books about anti-gravity propulsion. He did not.
We don't got to take your word for it.
She showed up. Sorry, that was me on the first comment. Phone died as soon as I wrote it. Well, we let him know. But what's up, Leah? Welcome.
And
welcome.
It's nice that it's showing her name. Actually, it's showing that in the chat here, so that's good.
Yeah, so it works. Hike, though, he doesn't want anybody to know who he is, so that's why he took off quick.
He's Hike-anonymous.
He's Hike-anonymity. He's having his Hike-anonymity at this point. So yes, 100% factual actuals. So actually, here's some fun facts here. So this painting right here, actually, was painted for us for the show by Leah Carpenter herself. So thank you, Leah, for that painting. It was freaking amazing. I appreciate it. Hike says Hike is here, but we don't know if he's here because he's a Facebook user. It's really Mark Zuckerberg trying to shut us down. She says the StreamYard better not put a spam on my phone. I don't know what image she was had. It looks like Santa Claus.
No, I've used StreamYard before. It's actually really good. I know a pair of musicians who use this as their primary
Tony and
podcast.
Maxine?
Yeah, they do this for the Musicians Hangout as their regular deal, and it's always worked fine for them. And they've been doing that for, I think, maybe 2 years now. Maybe
they've been going 4, so I think they came a year after us, so that's like 3.
Might have been 3. Yeah, I lose track of time because dealing with some people kind of runs the time down. But
no, don't. We ain't gonna give no shine on the show. I ain't finna give these people no
shine. But anyway, yeah, they use this all the time.
All right, you know what? We're gonna do this as an AMA type thing. Ask us a question and we'll answer. You can ask us anything. Ask AUA. Ask us anything. I'm just gonna mess with my sweet hair though, because my hair is freaking beautiful. Now that I can see it in the camera, it's amazing.
It's very solidly Paxton.
100%, man. 100%. Yeah.
The game's not over yet, huh?
It's not over at all. It keeps going. I'm the president of the United States. No, that was what's his face in Independence Day. What was his name?
Yeah, that was Bill Pullman, not Bill Paxton.
Whatever. They're all Bills.
That's not a check. It's a bill.
A what? Florigan and what? So yes, please ask us anything, or I will start showing more books. Because I will not hesitate to show off my books. Or
that's
kind
of what you do every time we have a video. Honestly, you show books.
Do I? I don't remember these things. I can show this sweet cat I have. Check this out. So yeah, that's he's pretty sweet. He does his own thing.
Domo little gato.
Domo arigato, Mr. Roboto. So yes, there's a cat.
I have a real cat that he's sleeping.
If I open the door, there'd be like 2 of them coming in here. What is your personal favorite episode? I'll let you go first because that's a tough one for me. What is your personal favorite?
We've had a lot of good ones. Like 100%. Even a few of the discussion ones over the last couple of months have been really, really good. And so it's difficult to pick a favorite. But I think one of my favorites was probably when we had Chris George on talking about the missing 411.
She talked about that.
I really enjoyed.
Leah said,
"Yeah, I really enjoyed that kind of stuff." And let's see what else. I'm trying to think back, but that's the one that comes to mind first and foremost. Honestly,
I think for me it was my my 3-part lecture on angels in Christianity, Zoroastrianism, and Islam, because I learned a lot, or I learned a great deal from reading the Quran, reading the Avesta, and reading the Bible that I didn't know before. So those 3 probably for me. If I had to pick a guess, though, there's been a couple. What is her name? Let me pull it up because I don't want to butcher her name. But she was legit. She was a professor out of Manchester. I think you had to run that episode too.
Yeah, Erica, that was like early in the day.
Erica Buffelli. We talked about the Shinriko cult or the Shinriko group, and that was fantastic to me. That was probably my favorite guest episode because I knew a lot on the subject, but as much as I knew, she had actually talked to victims and members of that group, so I didn't know anything, and that really sort of pushed my knowledge of the Shinriko and Shoko Asahara and the ideology of Japan and that sort of thing into next level. So that fascinated me to no end. Like that was a really strong episode for me. Jeff Hatch, that was a good episode.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Chris George was a fantastic episode. I'm trying to figure. Our relics episode, if I'm gonna go back to our like initial episodes, I'm gonna say relics because there was a lot of those that was really fascinating. So I don't know. It's tough for me. It might show my name now. It does not, Hike Mornacki. It does not. We know who you are, but it does not show your name. So yes, yes. Is there any other questions? What other questions do you awesome folks out in internet land have for us? Mm-hmm. I'll show you the sweet other book that my son brought down for me to read to him. Snow White. But it's the very short one. It's like only like five pages, 6 to 6. It's only 6. And it's not like the Grimm's fairy tale. I don't know if you guys have ever read the Grimm's aspect of fairy tales. Oh boy. It is not short. It is not sweet. It doesn't end sweet.
Also, welcome to my house. This is where I live.
Welcome to my house.
You guys are all guests in my house now.
I was saying how the Jeff Hatch episode got me so tickled at some points. I was just belly laughing to myself. That was a good episode. He is a good guest. He's one of my favorite guests. He's a solid guy too. He was a natural. And not saying our other guests weren't naturals, but it felt like he knew exactly what was going to happen going into it. Like he had listened to our episodes previous and prior and just was like, yo, these guys are going to have fun. I'm going to have fun and we're going to goof off. And we did. We goofed off. So
we had a lot of good times with the various cast and crew of the
Crumbs. What was the other one? The Evil Down the Street.
Evil Down the Street.
Elena Gerard, Jeff Hatch,
Chelsea
Yurkovitz, Maria Olson.
Mm-hmm.
What was the one gentleman's name?
It was with an A.
Now my brain is like trying to. We pretty much had almost everybody on the show. Noah Frank, we had him on. Of course, Craig Aarons and David Espinosa, we had them on. I forget his name. And not Anton. The last name escapes me, but Anton, I know you're looking it up right now, so if you find it, please. Let's make sure.
Well, I'm trying to find because he's online on Discord right now, not connected to us, but he's online. Let me see profile.
You might just never turn his Discord off.
No,
Anton Clark. Thank you. Shouts out to Anton Clark. Sorry, I got your name wrong. Leah says, I enjoyed the whole Crumbs ensemble. They all had such different personalities. They sure did.
Mm-hmm.
They sure did. Fantastic interviews. Every single one of those was a really good episode, and it really showcased different characters that we had met along the way, and it was a really good time. I enjoyed it. I had a blast. So hopefully we'll get all of them back on again at some point.
It put that movie in a little bit of a different perspective, actually, because on first viewing, and I don't want to be critical about it, I was kind of iffy on it. But after speaking with the cast and then kind of putting some things into some perspective and such, I actually enjoyed it a little bit more than I had otherwise. It made a bit more sense to me, and seeing the motivations of the people playing the characters, I think helped out a little bit. Because sometimes that happens with movies. Sometimes you see a movie and initially you just kind of like, and that's your reaction. But then you do a little digging and you get involved with like the cast and crew, and you're kind of like, okay, all right, I like the stories you guys got, and that helps me kind of enjoy the movie a little bit more. Not to say that you have to do that to enjoy the movie, but it helped me out anyway.
Yeah, I have to agree with you. It gave me a little bit more personality with the people who are actually in the movie itself, so I was able to relate to them better than if it was just a movie we had watched without really knowing who those people were. So,
yeah.
All right. What other questions do you awesome folks out there in Facebook, YouTube, Spreaker land have for us? Also, as a side note, I really like the Discord format for the podcast, like having a round table to bounce ideas off of is always endless entertainment. It'd be cool to do another Halloween episode like that. Well, if you and Chloe want to come on the show and we'll get a couple other people and have just a giant discussion, that would be legit. So for those of you who don't know, me and my co-host went to the Elk Hostel down in West Virginia and stayed. We've been there a couple times. And it was a fantastic experience. I wouldn't mind doing that again. Just having that again and like sitting down and actually doing, because I'd much rather do the show live. Not, I don't mean live like this, but I mean like sitting in a group with people instead of having to do it over the internet. I mean, I get it, you know, the spatial differences and all that Jupiter jazz, but to me,
Now,
I enjoy that.
now for people who aren't camera shy, it's super easy to add people to StreamYard here via your mobile or your webcam. It's just a quick link. I got Rob here set up with it, and I'm doing the coordinating. But all it is, you click a link, and as long as you have a mic and a camera, then you can pop up on this screen. And I believe I can have up to 10 people in here at once.
Could you imagine 10 of us talking at once?
Well, I mean, obviously we'd be taking turns talking, but we'd all be in the room at once. So we could have a big thing for anybody, again, who's not camera shy, who wants to join in. We're not going to try that tonight because I think we're already dealing with various things to make sure it runs right tonight. But I would not mind getting that set up in the future for a big mega guest episode.
Maybe we'll do that for Christmas, like a giant Christmas episode. There's a lot of podcasts that do that roundtable type deal in person or not. Yes. Because it's always good to get other people's opinions or thoughts or feelings or whatever, what have you. But yes, indeed. I 100% agree, Leo. Thank you. What other questions do y'all have for us? What other questions do you guys have for us? It's me, Mike Tyson. I'm live with you.
Don't throw a water bottle at me.
If you do, I'm going to beat you up. Well, not all the time, no, but every now and again would be cool, like a once a month type thing. Speaking of once a month, I'll be in Morgantown, West Virginia on October the 8th doing a presentation on Giants, both ancient and modern. Please swang through and show me some love. It's sponsored by Les Odell, the big homie. He's always out doing something. There he is. There's Mike Hornacki. He'll get it. We have Mike on here. It's over. Mike, why don't you just come over? Just come over at that point. Just swang through. We'll do it that way. But yes, so I will be in West Virginia in Morgantown October 8th. I don't know what time I'm speaking yet. I have not been told that, but it's like from 10 to 6. So y'all swang through. Say what's up to your boy. I'll be signing autographs. No, that'd be, if you guys want an autograph, I'll autograph something for you. We're going to have merch. I don't know if my co-host probably won't be there, so I'll be doing it alone, which is fine.
October's a real busy month for me. It's my daughter's birthday month, and I've got a wedding that I have to go to. Well, I don't have to go to, but I'm probably going to go to, and it's in Pennsylvania. And I have a lot of other stuff planned for that month already. So,
yes, he does. So that's coming up, and then the 15th, the week after, I will be in Fayetteville, Pennsylvania, doing another talk at the last place I did the first place I did my talk. I'll be doing a talk there too. So I want to say the Morgan Fire Department. I'll get back to you guys on that. I just got.
Is that another Fred Saluga?
Yeah, because the one I was supposed to do like 2 weeks ago or last week got canceled, which sucked. So, or last weekend actually, because we went out and filmed and stuff. So yeah, that got canceled, and I ended up having to. He reached out to me because I was like, man, I wish I could have talked. I really had some good information for you guys. And he basically said, you know what, I got another event, so you can speak at that on the 15th. And I said, okay, that's fine. So I'll be there on the 15th. I'll be by myself on the 15th. So nice middle of October. So that drive will be beautiful. I'm very excited to take that drive again. It's not a bad drive. I thought it'd be expensive. It ended up being like $20. So if anybody wants to go with me to it, let me know. And then we can meet somewhere and go from there because I hate driving by myself, but whatever. It's not a big deal. It's not that important. And if you guys want to see me, please come through. If not, there'll be people there that will still hear me speak, and I will work on a way to get that going. Also, for all those of you that are going to be there, please, or that come with me, please, I need somebody to watch my merch table because I'm taking merch this time. I didn't know I could take merch last time, and I've got shirts and everything else made up. So please, 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 if somebody can come with me, that'd be fantastic. So yes, that's coming up on my calendar. Also, we have 2 documentaries in the works. One will be releasing next month, probably close to my birthday, which sits on the 21st. So I'm going to try to get that out either on or before. So check that out. I haven't released the intro video for that, but I'm going to be releasing it on Facebook probably tomorrow. We are not going to tell you the locations. The second one, the first one, we will tell you. I want to get a little bit more behind, like in front of it, completed before I just drop that on you guys because I don't want to be like, yeah, we're doing this. So we've got film, we've got things. We're going to break it down into three episodes on YouTube. That's going to be 3 of them. The first one is going to be the scenes, the lore, the story. I don't know why my microphone or my camera is being goofy like this, but we're going to be doing that. Well, I'll be doing that. I'll be putting all that together. Whoa! It got
my bad. I kicked the
crazy.
camera. I kicked the camera.
Did. You sure the frick did, bro.
Yep, my bad.
Going on that juice. It's lost in the
I
sauce.
have it kind of unstable here.
He's unstable.
Yep.
So yes, that's coming up, and then the other documentary will release probably. I want to give it mid-October. I'm trying to release it in time for my Moral. That's what it's called, Moral Fire Department speaking, but I don't know if that's going to be the case. So if anything, it will release by Halloween. So the first documentary will be in September, second in October. November we'll be back out in the field filming. There's a couple places I really want to check out again. If we are able, I would love to get back into the elk and do a documentary on that one, because I don't feel like anybody has done that building, that location justice, and I feel like we could do that justice. So we will convene with Leah and her family regarding that situation. Also, there's a couple other places I'd like to get into Mansfield at some point and do a documentary on that. It's been kind of overdone in terms of investigating, but I'm more on the historical aspect of a lot of these places. So to me, just exploring these places is the fascinating aspect of it for me. Not so much the ghost part. Like, I feel like the ghost investigation stuff is oversaturated. And for me, the legends and the lore outweigh the looking for the ghosts and looking for that. So we're gonna try to get into those places. I tried. I talked to that lady. I was like, hey, how can we get in? She's an odd fellow. So what I'm gonna do, I think I might try to reach out and be like, hey, maybe reach out to themselves. But I would need more people. I'm not gonna go by myself. Not because I'm afraid, because I am. Okay, I'm a baby. All right. But I need more people. I would need a team. I would need probably Spider, maybe you if you wanted to go, Mike if he wanted to go, because I would need people to be in different spots and getting feelings and things like that. So that is a long shot, but I'm 100% willing to take that risk. I would love to get some documentaries under my belt first before I reach out to the bigger name places. But then once I do, then I can, do that. But I'm just going to reach out regardless, find out how I can get in and go from there. Because to me, it's all about preserving the history for our generation and the future generations. And that's important to me. So it's very important. Oh, I think it'd be fascinating. I 100% think it'd be fascinating. So, but yes, that is what we have on our plate. This is new. This is the first episode. We're doing a video. Hope you guys like it. If you do not, I don't know what to tell you. This is probably going to be the format going forward.
Well, so, I mean, if you don't, then you can look at your screen, and at the bottom there, where my giant finger is right now, you can see a URL. It says Spreaker.com, etc. Copy paste that, or just type in wherever. That's the Spreaker. That's audio only. So if you prefer it that way, that's where you go. Otherwise, you can watch this on YouTube. You can watch it on Facebook, as you're doing right now. Most everybody I see is on Facebook. We'll be probably hooking it up to the Twitch in the near future. I already know that it works on my Twitch because I've done this format before. We'll just have to hook it up to Rob's. And then you'll be able to stream it so many places in addition to after the fact, after it's been recorded, it'll go from Spreaker to Apple Podcasts, to iTunes, to wherever.
Spotify.
I was actually able to look at some stats recently because they finally started filtering back in. They are out of date, unfortunately, and they only go from what year? They go from like 2020 on up, and we've been doing this since what, 2018,
roughly. Well,
so
2018, but we're missing a couple shows because of Doofus.
Yeah, but for the most part, our stats are pretty consistent. And then with the
100%.
iHeart merger, all the stats went away. But according to the new stats, 48% of our listeners listen to us on Apple Podcasts. So that was an interesting number. I didn't realize it was so high, and I didn't realize that's where the majority of people are listening to us from. So if you want to bump that number up so it looks really good for that one specific platform, go to Apple Podcasts and look us up.
or Spotify.
Otherwise,
or Spotify.
yeah, or on Spotify too.
I've introduced people to it via Spotify. So I think
Spotify,
Chibi,
I think, is
shouts out
the
to him.
second, with
Couple
Spreaker
people
being
at
the
my
third.
work. So the abandoned train station town in Thurman is definitely a place I'd recommend at some point. Incredibly eerie, and I've not seen anyone cover it off topic, but you know, do me a favor and delete that comment so that nobody else catches that. We catch that, and that'd be legit. But yes, that's definitely something that I can do. If you want to send me the location info, I can always head out there the next time. Maybe when I come down to Morgantown, I can always make a stop, depending on how far apart the two are. But even so, like at this point, I'm going to do anything to make this work because this is my dream. This is my goal to make this happen. And now, now that we're getting back into it again, and everything has been opening up, we can finally get back into these places and make that happen. So yes. I don't know. Anyways, what other questions do you guys have for us? Like what? Give us some more questions. Some more questions. I'm just gonna stare at my awesome pillows that I have in the background. I don't know. He don't know what he's doing. His earphones are gigantic though.
Yeah, they're Turtle Beach. Or no, they're Razer. They're Razers.
Oh, my webcam is a Razer. Shouts out to Lily. That's one of my homies on Twitch. He sold me that webcam. It's legit. What else? What else?
What else?
I don't think what else we have. We're gonna be opening up.
We'll get tattoos with our rad name.
Ranasana Famicom. We're gonna be opening up a pretty sweet merch shop here relatively soon. Mugs, shirts, all that jazz. We're going to be having mugs for ourselves at some point because I definitely wanted this Uncanny Earth mug that I can drink while I'm on the show. Because people be like, wow, look at that sweet mug he's got. Where can I get one of those? We have shirts. I would
need a rocks glass, of course.
We 100% have shirts still. $10, free shipping. Shoot me your address. Will you get matching tattoos? That is a good question. I don't know.
I'll tell you, I'm not really a tattoo guy.
He really
is. I don't. It might shock everyone, but I don't have any. Like I don't have a single tattoo. Not even any secret hidden places. Like I just don't.
I'll say this: if we get to a point where we get like 1 million subscribers, then yes, 100%. We'll get this Uncanny Earth tattoos, matching ones.
We will.
Yes, we both will do it. 1 million subscribers.
I think I'm going to have to renegotiate my contract.
1 million subscribers, that means we're good to go. So 1 million, yes. That's what it's going to take, 1 million subscribers. So
I'm getting a temporary tattoo.
we'll get them on our shoulder blades. So not anywhere else. Not no funny business. No funny business tattoos. So, but yes. So that's a good question. That was a good question. Wasn't expecting that. That was a little out of left field, but I liked it. So yes, 100%. What else? That's a good question, though. Legit, though. That was a good question. We sell adult temporary tattoos at Pilot. we'll get Spider a couple, and we'll get 2, and then we'll just get 2 tattoos. There it is. There's your way in.
That's a compromise. I like the compromise.
I do not. Big seller, actually. There you go. There's your chance.
Yeah, because people are always like, "Look at my new tattoo," and then they act tough, and then they
do they? Is that something that happens frequently in your neck of the woods? Do people do that, or they're like, "Check out my tattoo, man. I'm tough." Is that a thing?
In Pennsylvania, yeah.
Well, we're not in Pennsylvania. We're in Ohio.
I know. I'm just telling you.
But does that happen to you? Like, do you go to the store and they're like, "Check out my tattoo. You want to fight?" Is that a common occurrence?
In Pennsylvania, yeah.
No. In Ohio, is that a common occurrence?
I don't go anywhere.
Are you like just walking out of your house and just randos walking by? Check out my tat. You want to fight? Is that a thing?
Well, you know me. People do tend to want to fight me in the street around my house. So.
Well, they were. You know what? I'm not going to do that on the show. But
that kind of thing happens.
It does happen.
That has happened to me by a shirtless man.
It has. Not me though, because I don't. No. I just stay in the house and read books and act a fool on Twitch, as most of you know. So, yes. Yes, indeedy doody, dee da dee dee. Ah,
That's
you can get a
Pennsylvania
temp
philosophy.
tattoo, and then it gives you the right to beat up everyone.
Yeah, that's Pennsylvania philosophy.
Is it a temporary tattoo? Is
It
it?
is.
Because I've never known anybody from Pennsylvania to say that. Yeah, we get temporary tattoos and beat up everyone. So I'm confused. This whole
Well, that's because they play it off that they're real
yes.
because, they want to look tough, but they
Yes.
aren't tough. That's all.
They just get henna tattoos. They get henna.
No, even that's too much work because they got to mix it all up and everything. So no, they just get those store-bought ones and rub them on,
Oh yeah.
and
And
then
then they fight you. Then they want to fight
yeah,
you. That makes sense.
yeah.
I get it. I get it. Don't get me wrong.
At least in my area of
In
Pennsylvania, where I was
his
at.
area, like it's tough. You got to be tough living in
I
that
don't.
area.
I didn't say it was tough. I just said that
He
that's what
said it was
they
tough.
did.
He said you got to be tough. He said you
No,
might not make it out some days, but he works hard to make it
well,
out.
not from that, but
He's not even in Pennsylvania, so he doesn't know. Maybe the whole landscape of temporary tattoo fights have totally changed. Maybe the dynamic is completely different at this point. He doesn't know. He hasn't been there. He doesn't know. He has no idea. Maybe we need to go up to Pennsylvania, do an expose on temporary tattoos and toughness, see if there's a correlation, get a bell curve, do all that Jupiter jazz.
you're asking for trouble.
I guess the temporary tattoo tough guys, is that a real anchor, sir? We have too many parking lot fights since the tattoo stand showed up. Oh, a lot of parking lot fights over there. I guess Pilot in Pennsylvania, like the home of the temporary tattoo fist fights. Come on Saturday. What is this? What is this? Canal Fulton on a Saturday back in 1822, 1865. Meet me in the square on Saturday for a free fist fight, free knuckle sandwich, mustard, ketchup, relish, all that jazz.
That's highly specific.
I mean, that's what they told us. We were told this by people that said that they would have fist fights on Saturdays. So that's good, I guess. I don't know. Boy, this show is taking forever to end.
Yeah, it's not even like we still have 20 minutes to go.
We still have 20 minutes to go, and I don't know what to do with my time. Have you guys
had more problems, and we would have to do more like working?
Yeah,
on
me
things
too.
during the
Me
show.
too. I didn't think we'd have.
It's actually gone really smooth.
Listen, I don't have a temporary tattoo guy because you know what? I say no to temporary tattoos. That's right. I say no to them. I say no to them. I say, hey, no, you're not putting water and ink on my arm because this is a clean arm. See, there's no tattoos here. None. You know why? Because I'm clean.
Straight edge Sharpie X's only.
I'm not doing that either. I'm not straight edge whatsoever.
Well, you don't look much like CM Punk.
I don't complain as much.
No, you complain a lot.
Yikes. Yackerdoodle dandies. So, where would you guys like to see us, or what would you guys like to see us talk about next? I know that Leah had messaged me about sleep paralysis. So we might have to do a sleep paralysis demons, I should say. Mm-hmm. We might have to do an episode on that and maybe have her and her sister on to talk about that. I've never had this problem. I've never had sleep paralysis. The only thing that I've ever had was like knowing that I was asleep and trying to wake myself up, because I've done this. Knowing that I was asleep, I was like, you wake up, and I wake up. But I've done this before where I'm like, wake up, and I wake up into another dream. So that's a thing that I've had happen. And that's kind of terrifying.
I had it happen once. as a kid.
Oh, you told me this.
I can remember. Yeah, I remember like waking up. Like I don't know if I was fully awake, if it was like lucid dreaming or what it was, but I don't remember how old I was. I was a kid. I was still living in my folks' house. I was like there and I couldn't move anything. And I was like actually trying to call out for help. Like I was like, help, you can't move. As a kid, you're really scared and everything like that. And then I think I ended up going back to sleep and then it got better. Like I got up after that. But I was supposed to be up because my folks were like calling, like, you got to get up for something, like for school or for something or other. I don't remember what for. I was just like, I can't move. And they were not very sympathetic at all because, I was known for being kind of a tricky child and trying to get out of doing things.
He's known for being a tricky friend too. So,
but yeah, it was like a definite, just I couldn't move or do anything. And I felt like I was wide awake and I even called for help and nothing. So
I wouldn't have helped him. I'd probably thrown water on his face because I'm a horrible friend. Wake up. So my thoughts. We might save that for a future episode. I'll give you my base thoughts. It's something that's been talked about in multiple cultures and ancient cultures. We touched on it a little bit on our Sumerian episode. Do you think it's sleep issues, or do you think there's something behind it? Okay, so this is where it's going to get a little. It depends. I think sometimes it is 100% sleep issues. I think that it's sometimes caused by improper breathing via the nasal ducts and or the lungs or esophagus, whatever, and laying wrong causes problems to breathe. As people have known, like I was sleeping. This was probably like a month or two ago, and I was sleeping, and I was snoring because like I have to take nose spray. My nose will get blocked up in certain situations, and I literally like could not breathe. I woke up unable to breathe. So. But I think that it could be from physical ailments, i.e., nose, nasal cavities, esophagus, throat, all that jazz. Also, though, alongside that, I think that it could also be entities, depending on what you're into, what you're doing, where you're sleeping, where you're staying. I think that it could be either or. I think it's more along the lines of improper breathing, and I'll tell you why. Because breathing exercises are a very important part of meditation, and in some cultures breathing exercises take you deep into your subconscious depending on how you breathe and this, that, and the third. What's to say that your improper breathing while you're sleeping doesn't take you into a whole different like situation by slowing your breathing down? You put yourself in a different mind frame. So honestly, I think it could be either or, but I think 9 times out of 10 it's more on the improper breathing than it is the demonic or entity driven ideologies. That's my
autonomous nervous system, like that dude that you had as the guest the other day talked about.
Oh yeah, 100%. So that was a solid interview, by the way.
Also, on the Spreaker chat, we do have Weak Host Jones over there.
Oh, Jones is
running amok. He's running amok, and he suggests lower back tattoos. And when you said shoulder tattoo, he said nope, lower back. So he's over there causing some trouble.
Let me see what this gentleman is all about, because there's no way on God's green earth I'm getting a lower back tattoo. Oh, here we go. Congrats, guys. First is what he says. Then he says lower back tats, woo. Then he says nope, lower back, and he says lower. So like he definitely wants us to get the tattoos right above our butt cracks, so that when we wear our 90s or 2000 era pants, right, that always showed like the thongs and all that, people will see those sweet This Uncanny Earth tats, and I'm for it. Let's do it. Let's make that happen.
That's just making me feel not so great.
A little bit of cheek showing, and our thongs and the This Uncanny Earth logo. Yeah, let's do it.
The way you say thongs implies that we're actively both wearing them at the moment, and I'm not. Just not into it.
I know some of you might be imagining us wearing them, which is acceptable. He's not.
I'm going to ask you to stop. I'm going to ask you to just push those thoughts out like right now. And you know who you are.
This young gentleman, though, Mr. Jones, is wilding out. So please, sir, relax and calm yourself. Okay, sir? Appreciate it. But yes, the lower back tats, 2000 era jeans that hang below the butt cheeks, and the thongs. We got it. Ready to go. But so Lee goes on to say, the discussion Chloe and I had about us having the same experience really creeped me out. It definitely made me think differently, which, like I said, I think depending on the home you live in, things like that, yes, I think that can influence it. Because also with the breathing exercises where you are slowing down your heart rate, you're also affecting the mind. And so maybe that allows those kind of entities and spirits to enter into whatever realm you're in. Because I have had dreams where it's almost like I'm awake, like in a lucid state, and I'm looking around and seeing the room that I'm in, right? And it's almost like I'm awake, but I'm not. I can't control it. I just know that I'm looking around at my room. So maybe in that plane of existence, that happens. So I do 100% have to agree that and when you have the similar experiences or like same experiences in the same house, then there is cause for concern there. But like I said, I think a good portion of it could be sleep apnea and your brain's not getting enough oxygen, which is then causing your you to hallucinate. So I think it's more along the lines of that. But do I think there could be entities and things like that? Yes, because it's been talked about in ancient cultures all the way up to now. So while I don't think it's much like demonic possession, I don't think I think most of the cases of demonic possession are chemical imbalances in the brain. But I do think a small portion of demonic possession is in fact demonic possession. So yes. What are you doing?
I keep I'm checking on my kid because I don't see her on the. Oh, now I see her on the little camera there because she still has a camera since she's not quite old enough. And I thought she'd gone to bed, and then I wasn't sure, and then I thought maybe she was lurking on the steps because kids do that kind of stuff. They try to stay up late, and try to sneak.
They do that stuff. Is she lurking?
No, she's in her room. I can see her now. I just couldn't before.
Okay. So yes, that is where I sit on. We'll get into more sleep paralysis stuff, but basic thoughts. Those are my basic thoughts on sleep paralysis. So yes. What else? I noticed Wee Coast Jones kind of dipped out, and after the shenanigans he pulled, he just left. He caused a lot of trouble and then skedaddled. He said, "I'm out."
Stirred the pot.
Stirred it enough. Put a little bit of rice in it. Stirred it up. Boiled it a little bit. And said, "I'm out, you guys. Take care of yourself. God bless. God bless you. God bless." What other questions do you guys have? We have about 12 minutes left. So 12 minutes. I need to get glasses. This has been yes. I know it's been an ongoing thing. I know. I know. So
get those big, thick rimmed ones because since you're a speaker now, you can look like you're a speaker because you can look like an intellectual with your Bill Paxton hair and your thick rimmed sunglasses.
Somebody needs to get rid of this guy. Like if somebody would just take him out, you could be the new host. You could be the new co-host of this Uncanny.
This is the next reality show we're going to do. It's going to be, can you be the next This Uncanny co-host?
Oh, for anybody that hasn't seen it, yes, I know that. Pangy-san, I need glasses. Pangy-chan. Yes, I 100% need glasses. I know this. I had a pair, but they ended up breaking, but they were the go outside and turn into sunglasses, come inside, not see a darn thing. So those I will not get again. I'll probably get something akin to what Spider has because I like the ones that are a little thinner. I don't like the big, thick rims or, I don't want to look like a hipster either. So probably like the thinner glasses always work better for me. I don't like getting them though, but I pretty much have to. So, but yes. So those will be coming up probably within like the next month, actually. Probably make an appointment for the eye doctor. If anybody hasn't seen it, we both had the chance to watch the new Predator movie, Prey. Fantastic. Probably my second favorite Predator movie of all time. Fantastic movie. No swearing in it, which was really cool. Also, it's gory. Get Zach Baggins style. I will not, but thank you.
The interesting thing about that movie is that they filmed it in two languages. They filmed it in English, where it's assumed that the Native Americans are speaking Comanche because that's what they're supposed to be. And then they actually filmed in a Comanche version where they are speaking Native Comanche, which is super interesting.
Is there subtitles?
I don't know. I haven't done that much research on it. I know you can watch both on Hulu, actually. You can watch both versions.
Who says I watch on Hulu?
Because that's where it's on. It's a Hulu, whatever. But
it's an internet exclusive is what it is.
But they do have a bunch of French fur trappers in there, not to give away any of the plot or any of the story, but they speak in French and there's no subtitles for them.
There was no subtitles for that at all, or there
because it was assumed that the Native Americans didn't speak French, and you're getting it from their perspective, which was a nice touch. I mean, I kind of wanted to know what they were saying because I don't speak French, but then I was like, you know what? I get why they did that. It's a good creative choice.
Yeah, I thought it was cool, and it really added to the movie itself. The movie was fantastic. It's the best Predator movie. It's on par for me with the first one, just because it was Native American, and you guys know how much I am into Native American lore and things like that. So yeah,
and that Predator was like. He was going about the business.
He gave everybody that business, bro. He was the better Predator than the first one, I think.
He took no fecal matter at all from anyone.
The first one wasn't as active in fighting as he was. He went down, he went bananas, and he did not give no hex. No hex. That bear fight was legit. The bear fight was probably the most legit fight and he was getting wrecked. The Predator was getting straight wrecked, and he was still fighting.
Which is pretty good because the bear was entirely CGI too, which is a very good how well it fit. Like CGI has come such a long way from when we first started seeing it back in the day.
Yeah, and the end was cool too. So make sure.
The cave paintings.
No, don't do it. Yeah. That was cool. I would love to see where they're gonna go in the next one because they're gonna have to make a sequel based off of that. Hopefully they keep the same people in because I do not want them to muck it up with a bunch of goofballs. That was a perfect movie. There were a bunch of no-name actors, and usually no-name actors are usually the best for movies like that because then they get to showcase their talent. You don't have anything to go off previous. You're like, oh yeah, I saw them in such and such. Why didn't they play this such and such style role? And they didn't. And if they were in stuff, it was in, older stuff. And there was a couple of different nods to the other Terminator movies.
The Predator movies, you mean?
If it bleeds, we can kill it. Yeah. Which was, what did I say?
Terminator.
Did I say Terminator? They need to make a Terminator Predator movie. The comics were pretty cool. I've read a couple of those from Dark Horse. So I don't know why I said Terminator. I guess they're remaking the second one, which is kind of stupid, but whatever. Yeah. The second one wasn't even that good. Ooh, hot take.
We got a bad brother over here.
The first was the best one. I'll say it. I'll stand on it. Sorry. Hot take. Hot take.
Bang, bang. Shots fired.
Shots were fired and not drunk, which is weird for us because we usually drink the shots and not fire them. But whatever. What are you going to do? But yeah. So what do you guys think of our very first episode video / audio? I know some of you clowned. Some of you had fun. There was tears. There was laughter. Well, I didn't cry, but maybe somebody did. Maybe somebody did. So, yeah, I got nothing else except these cool bracelets that I've got that are pretty legit that I've got from a couple different places. But other than that, I don't really have anything else to say.
We'll just do the rundown of all the stuff that we got going on. We got, of course, the show is going to be every week on Friday, et cetera, et cetera. We're trying to decide where we're going to go with the video versus the audio and everything. So it's not a totally done deal, but it's looking good so far. Also, you have This Uncanny Gaming on Twitch, which is Rob's gaming channel. Go follow that. Go watch that. You have the Uncanny Spirits Club on YouTube, and I send that to both YouTube and to the Uncanny Spirits Club Facebook group and to my Twitch as well, which is DMGRGN. And what else? Do we have anything else? That's what we got right now. I know we have a couple things we're still working on because, like, we have the After Dark we got to do. We didn't get time. We meant to do that, I think, this past weekend, but we had so much filming that we did. Yeah, we're gonna have to make sure everybody hears about things because
we'll figure that out. That's going to be a lot of the promo work. Once again, once iHeartRadio bought out Spreaker, that caused a lot of problems for us on the audio end and the promotion end. So we'll rectify that, Leah. Do not worry about that. And thank you. I enjoy the video a lot better too. It keeps me focused, I guess, because I can't just look around and mess with stuff. So it keeps me in tune with what we're doing. Because I would do that, keep your attention. Because you're just staring at a blank screen. Like I would do that many, many times. So now I actually have to look presentable. So
the best way to make sure you still get notifications is, of course, be in the Facebook group because we're going to try to make sure we post about every episode from here on out. It should also show up with the StreamYard, like it should automatically show up there. And you'll want to follow the YouTube because it's going to show up there too. So that way, if you miss one, you'll see it on the other. And also, again, make sure that you are on, if you're looking for just the audio, make sure you're following on Spreaker. You'll have to put in your email and stuff so it can send you an email notification. If you don't do that, then it won't let you know that it's live. So,
and you can always check my Twitch too because I'll be on there. So you guys can be like, "Hey, you guys having a show tonight?" Yeah,
we'll be sending it to that probably with the next show.
So, and I'll figure out a way to get it running through Discord too. And that's what I mean. I used to get pop-up notifications when you all went live. So, yeah,
they might have changed some of that.
Soon as it jumped,
I don't know.
I noticed a lot of things were different when it jumped. So our URL used to be www.spreaker.com/this uncanny earth. Then the URL changed to the URL, I should say, not the Ural Mountains. Those are old. We didn't change those. But it used to be this. It used to be Spreaker.com/this uncanny earth. Now it's Spreaker.com/user/this uncanny earth. So they changed that. I'm gonna have to get new business cards because my old business cards don't have the same address. And if you put that address in the search bar, it will 100% tell you that the podcast is no longer there. So I know this from doing it, which sucks.
Yeah.
So, but yes. You know what we didn't do? We didn't do a live dad joke. You thought you'd miss out on that, and I 100% did not forget that. So I'm going to do this because I had this earlier. How do you get a country girl's attention? A tractor.
I just had to roll over and die inside for a minute. That's all.
I'm trying to kill him slowly. I'm hoping like it'll work at some point.
Like slowly.
Maybe he'll legit collapse on the episode. That would be mad legit, though. It is a much more satisfying visual watching him die slowly. I 100% agree. Like, no debate. So, yes. Well, that's it. We have killed him. I feel better now that he is dead. Now I can take short new heights. So, yes, be on the lookout. Also, we'll be doing collaborations between the two of us with the Spirits Club with what'd you do if I just had this much hair? Like, this is all the hair. Like, this is what I would look like if I had a mohawk. Like, it would just be this part of my head. So, I don't know why I did that, but I'm wilding out. I'm wilding out, y'all. I'm wilding out. That's what I look like with just that amount of hair. So, yes, it's very thick. It's very thick. He's dancing. I don't know. I just tried to kill like a solid minute. It killed like 20 seconds. I'm trying to get us to 10 because 10 o'clock is our cutoff time, or 11, I should say.
11? We're in different time zones now?
Well, it looks like it's still day outside of your home. Like
it's
the way your porch
light.
That's all. It looks like it's daytime still. Like I can see where it's nighttime, but for the most part, it looks like daytime. So. Anyways, yes, we are on EST. So always check us out at 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time and do all that. We're going to keep you guys in the loop. We got amazing things coming. Now that we're doing this, that's another way to reach out. If you know somebody that loves podcasts, loves the paranormal, please tell them that we are things and do stuff. That's it. Ohio doesn't have time zones. I've been told. I've been told it's a 2D place, that we exist on a 2D plane and not a 3D plane.
We don't have accents either, apparently. Like we have our accent is a non-accent.
It is. Hollywood actors, they train to talk like us because we don't have an accent. That's a fact. Midwest, baby, or whatever. Ohio for life. I don't know. You're not a pure Ohioan though. You weren't born here. You're part Pennsylvanian, part Ohioan. I was
born. I was born in Athens.
Oh, were you? Well, then you're a pure Ohioan.
Athens, Ohio.
So we are pure Ohioans, not the mixed breeds that aren't the pure Ohioan. So, yes, there it is. We've taken it to 11 o'clock. Yay, we made it through our first episode of this Uncanny Live Earth video, whatever, what have you. Super duper fun party, ultimate major encyclopedia time. Check us out on Spreaker, YouTube, Facebook Live, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Podbean, Podville, Pod Potato, all those places where you listen to podcasts. Check out our Twitch channels. Check out This Uncanny Spirits. Check out books from the library and read them. We'll be here and back with we'll be back next Friday with another live episode. We'll have a topic for next Friday. We might even do sleep paralysis. So we might even do that. That'd be a good topic to talk about. Anyways, guys, as always, I am your host, Robert Solomon, and the guy next to me is the grumpiest man alive, Spider. Why be boring when you can be uncanny? We will see you folks next week. Peace.